Happy Monday and welcome in to South Florida Daily. Today we're coming to you from the Cultural Council for Palm Beach County. There's an amazing exhibit going on now through April 6th called She, Her, Hers. The exhibition is located in the main gallery. It focuses exclusively on the work of women artists. It's a way to celebrate those artists who are often underrepresented in galleries and museums. For hours and exhibition information, learn more at palmbeachculture.com. We've got a great lineup of other stories for you today, so let's get into it.
South Florida Daily is on the move with PalmTran.
In 2017, I was asked to play my first U.S. Women's Open. It was really the first time that I had ever gotten to play a high goal women's tournament.
I talked to her father and her mother. I said, do you think she could do this? Do you think she'd be able to handle it? Will you guys be there for her? Can you bring the horses for her? And they said yes.
I felt like there was a lot of the unknown. And I remember the first practice I went out there and I was a little nervous, and they gave me all the confidence in the world, and I felt like they helped me to play better.
Hope had a handicap of 3 goals, which was incredible because a lot of women, a lot of talented women spend their entire career just trying to get to 2 or 3. But here's Hope, just 14 years old, and she was just unstoppable.
And we won that tournament against tough competition. And we won that game. I mean, the last goal was Hope putting it in. She put the last goal in the winning goal. And she didn't flinch. At the age of 14, she was cool as a block of ice. That's the first time that Leah Salwood won the Women's U.S. Open. She was over the moon. And of course, it was the first time for Hope, and I think she's the youngest person to ever do it.
I was so lucky to be able to score that winning goal. It meant a lot, and my parents here were amazing. My mom and dad my mom held the spare, and my dad helped coach, and it was just awesome to have them both here, and it was just a great opportunity that I had so much fun.
I never thought of myself being the youngest one in the tournament, you know. I felt like every game I had to play to the best of my capability and try to, get better each game, and definitely a tournament that I will remember forever as it was my first women's Open.
I'll never forget that. I'll always have that memory with Hope that we honored Sonny. Since then, Hope Arellano has continued to grow, continued to improve, continued to work hard. Her family helps her brothers, her father, her mother. Her mother drives that trailer for her to the games. I always see, there goes Megan. And listen, Megan was carrying Hope. She was pregnant playing women's polo, or any kind of polo. So as far as I'm concerned, Hope's been playing polo before she was even born.
She was in the finals of a women's tournament, and her doctor said, okay, that's enough, like no more playing. And she was in the finals, so she's like, I'm gonna play my one last game, And so she did, and they ended up winning the tournament, and everyone joked that there was 5 girls on the team, they cheated, but no, so I always say I've been playing basically my whole life.
Hope was always really talented with sports, anything she did. She played tennis, and the tennis coach, I remember specifically him being like, I won't charge you guys anything, I just want her to go pro. And my family was like, oh my God, Hope, please, please. And she was like, no, I like horses.
My parents were a little bit hesitant. They were like, no, you sure you don't want to play tennis or pick a different profession? But I fell in love with polo, and they supported me 100%. They could not be more supportive.
We kind of grew up traveling, following the sun. My dad was a professional polo player, so my mom took care of us, and we followed him around as he played.
Julio Arellano is one of the best American polo players in the world, and he's won every major polo tournament. So he's just incredibly respected in the polo community, as he should be. And then, of course, you have Hope's mom, who's this former polo player, and she's on the sideline of every single one of Hope's games.
I admire her so much. She's definitely taught me how to love for an animal, and she's the rock for our entire family. She's definitely my best friend. We do everything together.
We joke that they're still connected by the umbilical cord because they're just best friends. My mom and Hope have this incredible bond. We were all so close. My mom and Hope. It's just I don't know. They're like mom and daughter, sisters, best friends, all in one. It's pretty incredible.
Her parents just created this really loving environment for her to go after her dreams, and When Hope was 12 years old, she ends up competing in an adult tournament and just surprises everyone.
We were able to play a 12 goal at the Pete Bostwick Memorial. The team was myself, my 2 older brothers, and my dad. And it was the first time we had all 4 gone to play together.
We played and ended up just winning all of our games and like won the whole tournament.
Honestly, we couldn't believe it. We had entered just to be able to have done it together and to have that experience. It was really the first time that we all had big roles on a team, and you know, it was a neat experience all around.
That tournament really helped launch her career, because then just 2 years later, she wins the US Open Women's Polo Championship with Dawn Jones, and she really just kind of starts making this name for herself that's different than her father's legacy. Then she starts traveling to Argentina to play in the Women's Argentine Open. She was invited to go to Argentina when she was just 18 years old, and she starts playing in the highest rated women's polo tournament in the world. She places 3rd at the Women's Argentine Open, but in the process, she raises her women's outdoor handicap to 8 goals, and at that time, she becomes the highest rated female American polo player in the world. It's really just wild to look back at all that she accomplished at such a young age, because truly the best was yet to come.
South Florida Daily is on the move with Palm Tran.
Timberline Glamping is the newest glamping spot that has opened up at Jonathan Dickinson State Park. We have 6 sites located in the Pine Grove Campground. We offer the camping experience with all of the luxuries of home. So we offer 6 different safari tents. There's really a unique experience to be had for all. So we offer everything from a romantic getaway for couples. Some of our most popular experiences are for families who have never been camping before and want to bring their kids to either unplug or just connect with nature and just even try out camping for the first time. The park itself is over 10,500 acres. There's tons of diverse ecosystems within the park, and then just a short drive down the road, you can get to some of the greatest beaches that the area has to offer.
Yeah, the nature center, it's not even 1 mile outside of the park, and it's right on the Indian River, and it's like you're in Costa Rica. It's white sand beach. It's absolutely amazing. So I'd say about 25%, maybe more of our guests have never been camping before, which in a lot of cases means the kids have never been out at a fire pit. They've never roasted s'mores on their own. When you're trying to prepare for a big camping trip, it can take days to get all of the gear out, check all of your lists, make sure you have everything you need. I mean, and then when you get home, you've got 2 days of drying everything out, pitching your tent again, and making sure everything's ready to store, which is a big barrier. I think a lot of people are intimidated by that. We've heard from people even that are intimidated even going to a state park because they just don't know what to do when they get here. They don't even know what to expect when they get to the front gate. So I think, you know, it's difficult sometimes to imagine that when you're living in this glamping world, but you know, we make it really easy for people who have absolutely no experience to come and enjoy it.
So I hear from our customers all the time. It's been the most fulfilling part of this job for me. And the number one thing that I hear is just how much fun family time they had, how amazing it was to disconnect from all the stresses of the world, their jobs, and just bring their families or their friends or whoever here, completely relaxed for the weekend, have everything taken care of, and just enjoy the breathtaking, like amazing surroundings that are around us. We've just been overwhelmed with the community outreach and community support that we've had. I would say, especially in our first couple months being opening, most of our reservations have been locals from, you know, Hobe Sound, Stewart, Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens, all these places right around the corner, and they're just so excited to come explore a park that they've lived by for years and maybe haven't really had the chance to explore before. So we're really grateful for all of their support.
Do you want to see your business featured on South Florida Daily? Send us an email, info@southfldaily.com. We love showcasing the best things to see and do in South Florida. We'll be right back.
New Kids on the Block has a new single out. The song Kids from the band's upcoming album, Still Kids, is now streaming. To celebrate, we're giving away a super deluxe Magic Summer experience to the New Kids on the Block show, happening here in West Palm Beach. The show is July 20th at I Think Financial Amphitheater. The prize pack we're giving away includes a pre-show meet and greet, 1 pair of great seats, and the opportunity to watch the first 5 songs from the best spot in the house on stage. Head to the South Florida Daily Instagram and look for the giveaway post to learn how you can enter for your chance to win. And don't forget, stream the New Kids on the Block new single now wherever you listen to music.
The South Florida Daily set is sponsored by El Dorado Furniture. Welcome back into South Florida Daily. If you're like me, your camera roll is filled with the beautiful sights of South Florida. Next up, James Curry catches up with a local photographer on Wild Palm Beaches.
I'm Ben Hicks. I'm an underwater nature photographer, and this is The Art of Nature. My name is Ben Hicks, and I'm a photographer based in South Florida. Like many photographers, the camera is a tool and a pathway to get outside and explore Mother Nature. The ocean is a special place that has been a huge part of my life and career. I grew up around the water with my family letting me loose at the beach. Creating stories with a camera came naturally as I harnessed the artistic genes inherited from many of my relatives into a career that has taken me around the globe. On a calm, clear, flat day, I hear the water lap up against my mask. As I swim out, the sun shimmers off the surface of the water, reflecting beams of light onto the seafloor below. Gliding along the surface, I wonder what I will see today. The direction and purpose of my work has gone in ways I have never imagined. Realizing the intention I had developed through my images, I quickly noticed that I could do something to protect the animals in the places they call home and I call my office. My time in the water observing and photographing sea turtles over the past 10 years has led me to partner with several environmental organizations around the globe. From tagged sea turtles in Florida to leatherbacks in Panama, my images have contributed to numerous efforts in protecting animals, which is something I am most proud of. The feedback I receive from supporters around the world pushed me to share moments with these amazing animals in unique ways most have never seen before. Preparation and a lot of experience has me ready to get the shot when least expected moments happen right in front of my eyes. Whether I'm shooting waves or trying to avoid jellyfish, I love challenging conditions that the ocean throws at me. Our ecosystem is extremely fragile, often butting up against endless buildings, hugging the coast, and encroaching on Mother Nature. The impact of mankind has brought evolution to a halt, and so it is critical that we protect our coasts from the overdevelopment. Our everyday usage of plastics and single-use items end up in the ocean, directly impacting the animals within. Capturing these moments in the water is just the beginning. The best images are edited, printed, and shipped to fans and supporters around the world. Impactful images are often contributed to environmental awareness campaigns that serve as visual reminders to reduce our footprint on Mother Nature. I encourage everyone to go outside, immerse yourself in nature, and realize how important it is to our planet's survival. The innocence of nature deserves the power of mankind.
We're giving away a super deluxe Magic Summer experience to the New Kids on the Block show, happening here in West Palm Beach. The show is July 20th at I Think Financial Amphitheater. The prize pack we're giving away includes a pre-show meet and greet, one pair of great seats, and the opportunity to watch the first 5 songs from the best spot in the house on stage. Head to the South Florida Daily Instagram and look for the giveaway post to learn how you can enter for your chance to win. And don't forget, stream the New Kids on the Block new single now wherever you listen to music.
Thanks for hanging out with us here on South Florida Daily. If you like what you see, check us out on social. We're on Facebook and Instagram at SouthFL Daily. We'll be right back. Welcome back into South Florida Daily. Next up, we're exploring the achievements and challenges of women in polo.
"2022 was a really big year for polo because the 5th World Polo Championship was being hosted on American soil at the USPA National Polo Center in Florida. I mean, in baseball, you have the Baseball World Classic. In soccer, you have the FIFA World Cup. In polo, it's the 5th World Polo Championship. There were 15 countries that competed in the tournament, but only 8 advanced to the finals, and USA was one of those teams. The last time the United States won the 5th World Polo Championship was back in 1989, and actually Julio Arellano was on that team. He was just 16 years old when he won the world title. There are so many talented players, so no one really knew who the association was going to select to try out for the USA team.
Last winter, when they had called me to even try out in itself, I was so excited, and when I went to try out, I just wanted to go play my best, go for it. I never had expected to even make the short list. And then I had heard that I had made the team, and so it was amazing.
Hope doesn't think of herself as a female polo player. She thinks of herself as a polo player, but it still didn't change the fact that she became the first female to be selected to play on the USA team for the 5th World Polo Championship. And she was super excited because her brother, Agustin, also made the team.
Yeah, just to be selected, honestly, was incredible. It was like humbling. I was so excited because obviously it's something that I think every polo player wants to do is like compete for their country.
The association also selected Julio to be the coach of the USA team. So it really just added to the excitement of this really young but talented team. The 4 players who ended up making the official team was Agustin Arellano, Jake Klentner, and brothers Nico and Lucas Escobar. Hope was essentially an alternate, but she was still considered part of the team. So with Hope watching on the sideline, USA won their opening match against Australia, and eventually they made it to the semifinals. But right before the semifinal match, USA learned that their teammate Jake Klentner was unable to compete in the rest of the tournament. So everyone knew what that meant for Hope.
In the semifinals, I was able to play, and we had to play against Argentina, which was an incredible team.
Argentina was not only the defending champion of the tournament, but they've won more world titles than any other country. At this point in the competition too, USA had played 3 games together without Hope. So Hope was coming into this game not only about to take on the defending champion, but she hadn't really played with her team up until this point.
Hope came in on like kind of difficult circumstances, just like jump into a semifinal game.
Definitely you go into it knowing that that's going to be probably your hardest game. We had gone into it saying, okay guys, this is our finals. You know, if we don't win this, we don't qualify for the finals. This is it, you know? So we had gone into it knowing we were going to leave everything on the field and just really try our best.
I knew, I played so much with Hope. I was like, I know that if I show like a 100% like unwavering trust in her, my teammates are going to feel the same. So I remember like the first play of the game, like I just like took off for a pass from Hope, and she like right there, right to my mallet. And it was like from then on, everybody started trusting her too.
We had gone into overtime. We were able to pull it off. And no, I think honestly, we couldn't believe it.
He got it, that's it. U.S. is going to the finals. I can't believe it. What a goal, Lucas Escobar. Was that Nico?
And it was just incredible. I mean, she came in and like pretty much defied the odds, like played incredible, being the first woman to ever play the World Cup. I was like, Hope, I don't know if you realize the legacy that you're leaving for these little girls that get to watch and like have never seen somebody do that. I was like, you've like just shattered the glass ceiling. You know what I mean? You're like leaving this road for girls to follow that like didn't have any sort of representation or anybody to like look up to. And I think it's pretty incredible to like watch and like see her do that.
When we went into the finals, we had all said like, you know, let's just give it our all, obviously, but have fun, enjoy this moment, that it's something that to represent your country in itself is amazing. And to represent it at home is even more incredible, you know?
It was such a back and forth game. Hope actually scored though to put USA up 2 goals, but in overtime, Spain ended up winning.
end, Spain won, and they were an amazing team. And to be able to experience that with my older brother, Augustine, was really, really special. And having my dad as my coach was amazing, just because, you know, obviously it gave me a sense of comfort, you know, growing up with him and having him and knowing that when I was playing, it was one less thing to think about, because when I come in, I understand everything that he wants to tell me.
She is so humble. She is so strong and determined and disciplined, and like to be able to go and do that with the boys, like she doesn't bat an eye. I mean, she just goes out there like she's one of us, and I really am so proud to be her brother.
The FIP World Polo Championship was really right at the end of 2022, so right around the corner was the 2023 winter polo season. Hope was 19 years old. She was an 8-goal player. So at the beginning of the season, it was just kind of like, is this the year that Hope Arellano becomes 10 goals?
Before there was a crowd, there was just the game, where the remarkable bond between a man and a horse, and a harmonious combination of talents and abilities, inspired what became the sport of kings. With a blending of the artful finesse of golf, with the speed and intensity of hockey, not only did the game evolve, but so did the crowd. It may have been built by and for royalty, but the graceful beauty and stoic athleticism of polo truly is for everyone. And you can see the sport at its finest in the perfect place. Visit thepalmbeaches.com.
Thanks for joining us here on South Florida Daily. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and don't forget to visit the Cultural Council for Palm Beach County. They have an incredible exhibit going on now through April 6th. We hope to see you back here tomorrow at noon on Fox 29. Have a great rest of your day.